Hi guys, so today we have a real quick video on tips for how to pack when going on vacation for you guys.
And I'm going to LA for 10 days, so yeah, she came over to help me pack, so.
The first rule of packing is to always make sure that your bag fits regulations. Whether it be that you're bringing a carry-on for a short 3 or 4 day trip, make sure it fits the size regulations and weight regulations. And also, make sure that things like liquids such as sunscreen or liquid foundation, makeup items, and such are either completely sealed and concealed inside a quart-sized plastic bag. You can only bring a 1 quart size of liquid. Now let's get into the bag. Now we'll start with the top compartments. You can use these compartments for things like toiletries if you don't have a toiletry bag, or last minute things like bras, underwear, toothbrush, hairbrush, things like that can be kept in the top compartments for easy access and last minute packing. And now when you pack the suitcase, you're going to want to leave the things that you're going to put in last on top, like the shoes that you might wear, or things you use quite frequently like hair dryers or straighteners. And if your suitcase has compartments such as this along the side, utilize them. You know, put anything that you can fit there in them. And also for things like shoes, you don't have to keep them together in your suitcase because it's obvious that this shoe and this shoe go together. They're a pair. So you can tuck shoes in wherever need be. And if you're bringing things like jewelry or belts, you can tuck them into the toes of your shoes. But always make sure that your jewelry is kept in a bag separate from things like shoelaces or something, because then they can get tangled very easily. Make sure you keep all light clothes in one stack. For example, if you're going on a business trip, you're going to have casual and professional outfits. So you'd have 1 stack of casual clothes like jeans and t-shirts, and 1 stack of professional clothes like pencil skirts and blazers. For folding things to utilize your space to the best of your ability, you should fold a t-shirt like so. Grab the sleeve and the bottom of the shirt, fold it in up until the edge of the collar or the neckline. Do the same thing for the opposite side. Grab the bottom and fold it to the neck. This will best utilize the space for your t-shirts and make it easily able to see what the design of the shirt is and which shirts you have. For things like camisoles and undershirts, there's another way to fold it. Start by taking the bottom and line up the edges of the hem. Lay it down flat. Fold it 1/3 of the way. Grab it, fold under, and match up the edges. And you can just lay it flat in your suitcase like that if there is room, because this is the best way to keep it from getting wrinkled. Or if you need to, you can fold it in half again. Now for things like sweaters and cardigans, you're going to want to make sure that all buttons are buttoned and that the back side is facing up. Take the sleeve, fold it in half exactly, and make sure the bottom edges match up as well. Take the sleeves, fold them over so they line up with the cardigan, fold in half, and there you have a nice neat pile. For things like dresses, each dress you can fold a little differently, but this is the main way of how to fold. Make sure the back side is facing up, and then the waistband, or the most nipped part of the dress, the waist, fold it at the waistband, fold in half, and if necessary, fold in half again. Okay, so for jeans, dress pants, and shorts and things like that, you're going to want to make sure that the button is zipped, the button is buttoned, and the fly is all zipped. Take it, fold it in half, make sure the legs match up, and then grab the crotch or butt area. And then you can either do this one of 2 ways. You can fold in half and fold in half again, or you can fold in thirds, starting with the waistband to about the knees, and fold up like that. For things like belts, to best utilize your space, you should roll them. So take the buckle and make sure it's folded over as far as possible without breaking it, and then just start to gradually roll it. And once your belt is all rolled up, you can fit it in the small places of your suitcase where there's those gaps between clothes, or tuck them into your boots, Uggs, toes of shoes, or in the little compartments that your suitcase has, like so. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned a lot on how to pack from this video.
Hope you enjoy. Thanks for watching. Subscribe.
Bye.